The views and opinions expressed on this show are that of the hosts and do not represent the views of Felony in Progress or Sunday Large. This program contains strong language. Please be advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey everybody, welcome to 6 Degrees. It's me and Shasha just hanging out with you today. Nobody likes us, but that's okay because, you know, we're still fun people. Who cares? We don't need them.
That's right. Hello, my name is
them.
Zero Likes. And that's the story of my life, but
Right.
I'm still going to push that post.
We will get this shit together. We will get these people here and we will have a good time. But you know what? I think tonight that me and Sasha will just hang out and shoot the shit tonight. The music being brought to you today is brought to us by Switchblade Symphony, ladies and gentlemen. So please check them out when you get the chance.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Tina won't be here. I'm not sure. She's having a little bit of updating issues. I said chime in whenever, so maybe she'll pop in.
Right? Dude, that's like awesome. I know Attilio said that he might pop in as well, but...
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. He might just open the door behind you and pop
in. Right. No, I actually set him up at his house with his own computer and his own microphone, so he's like ready to go now. He's just...
Oh, yeah, he's fun to hang out with.
Right,
sure.
But he has a million kids, so little ones, so it's kind of hard for him to get out. But he's one of my good friends, and I love him to death. But anyway, what is new in the Salt Lake scene?
Well, I did get in touch with the Renaissance Fair. That's kind of a big deal up in north of Salt Lake here in I think it's Slaterville. Do you know Slaterville up by Farmington, I think.
Oh, up there by Lagoon and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I contacted her about they have 3 weekends of Renaissance Fair. One's a pirate weekend, one's a fairy weekend. I forgot what the third weekend is, but we wanted to dance at the fairy weekend. And I got an email back, and she was super excited, but then I got the text, and I think she wanted me to volunteer. Oops. No, I can't volunteer, but now I sound like a total ass. We just want to dance. And she was super nice and was like, please do. Please, we'll get you tickets. Come and dance on the fairy weekend. So I'm like so gracious. Have you ever been to one?
I've seen a few of them, and they're pretty funny too, because like they'll say, okay, this is like a true reenactment what we're gonna do here, but you know, you go there and like there's still people on their cell phones. There's people ordering fucking cheese fries, you know, man, and it's like, yeah, I don't think they had cheese fries in the 1500s, 1400s, you know, come on, man, cheese fries.
Yeah, well, similar to that, maybe a little bit more authentic. I have been to the big rendezvous up in Wyoming. Is it in Wyoming? The Rendezvous at Fort... Ooh, it's up there at the border. The Rendezvous. They have the, you know...
I've heard about that. I've never actually like researched or anything, but...
Oh, geez. My husband takes me there. We have fun.
Raccoon hats?
Yeah, you know, they set up teepees and they shoot muskets and they have fry bread and...
Wait, are you talking about reenactments? Like war reenactments?
I thought they reenact, but they literally dress like the part and they camp out in their teepees. It's like a whole week. The Rendezvous. Boy, I really wish I could get my husband...
It's like a Native American thing.
Everything they would do back in Rendezvous days. So I'm thinking Renaissance Fair, kind of the same thing, but more the Robin Hood.
Oh, I get you. right?
Is it
Like
more
King Arthur
fantasy?
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I get you.
More
But
fantasy. I mean, they're both kind of big
interesting.
deals, but
Right. There is one of those kind of festivals that I've always wanted to go to, man. And the pictures and the videos that I've seen of this thing are just fucking amazing. So in the summertime, they have this thing out in the Nevada desert, and it's called, oh man, what's it called?
is
It's
it Burning
called,
Man?
no, it's
Or is
called
that
like
more of a...
Apocalypse World or Underworld or something like that. And
Oh.
it's like a whole Mad Max kind of festival. People
Oh,
build, these really crazy cars and stuff, and they even dress the part, and they've got all,
Seriously,
they look
Road
like they just,
Warrior.
right.
Yeah.
It looks like they just walked out of a Mad Max movie, dude. And it goes on for like 4 days, and
That
I
is a
mean,
new
people
one.
walk around with slaves and shit, it's fucking
Oh my
great.
gosh, that's
Oh
so
my
much.
God. You know what? The name, it was just on the tip of my tongue when we were talking about these kind of festivals. And I was like, what is that festival called?
Is it like an
Oh
anarchy
my God. Now I got
fest?
dude. And yeah,
Where's
look
it
at
Is
it
in
on
the
like
desert?
YouTube.
Or
Yeah, it's in the Nevada desert. And they go out there and they build this little
almost
fucking
scary.
post-apocalypse city. Yeah, dude. And it's rad, but people have fun. And I mean,
Well, I wonder what kind of serial
looks
killers go there, and they have their like little victims in a box, and everybody thinks it's just a costume, and they're like, no, actually, I'm not this person in a box.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
look.
it's like, yeah, exactly. This is who I am for
Wait.
real. I only do this for 4 days a year that the whole world can see. Yeah, no, dude, but it looks like a blast. I mean, they got like fire eaters and, it looks
Oh
fucking,
yeah, you
I
totally
will
see the
remember the
fire
name.
people there.
Right,
the
I will remember the
costumes.
name. Dude, I love the cars. The cars there are sick, dude. Like,
Oh,
I
bet.
seen one, and yeah, it was just like out of Mad Max, man. And he had like 2 guys tied up on the front,
Oh my
on the
gosh.
hood and shit. You're just like, wow, dude. God, I
Really,
wish.
they're like, are they willing participants? We don't know.
Yeah,
They have
exactly.
a,
Yeah,
they have
right.
a gag in their mouth. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, but yeah, dude, it looks great, and the costumes are out of sight, dude. And
I'm a little
that's one of
scared.
those. Dude, that's what I want to go really bad and build like a really gnarly car with like spikes and shit coming off of it,
Oh wow! Does anybody? It is like, I'm sure somebody gets hurt somewhere by accident, by anger. I don't know, but when you start getting weapons and barbaric, sadomasochist sort of
Right,
bondage going
right,
on,
right.
I don't know. What
I
could
think
that
it was-
lead to?
Who knows, dude? The debauchery that
What kind of
goes on
drugs
there.
go
Oh my
with that
God.
kind of a?
Right. But it looks great, dude, and I'd really like to go. Anyway, Sacramento is lame as usual.
Yeah, Salt
It
Lake's
sucks.
being lame. I'm sure your weather's great. Our weather's been rainy for 3 days, and it's about 45 degrees right now.
Oh, dude, it was 88 today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 91. I'm like, oh
I
my
don't even know what
God.
that feels like.
Dude, yeah. And in fact, we're like looking at drought. Everyone's starting to fucking shit their pants. It's okay, dude, so you got to pay a little more for water. Take it easy.
Yeah. I talked to one of my friends in Moab. She works at the Motel 6, but I was asking her how the belly dance scene was down there, and she said it's pretty much non-existent and dead. But I'm kind of thinking maybe we should re-spark the belly dance energy down there, and I'm just going to try and find some dancers who would take their family or whatever, but come and dance if I have the place, so I can have my Goddess Gala fundraiser again, because they
Right.
have a Christmas box down there.
Well, you know who lives down there? I don't know if you went and visited him. Do you remember Gary Howe? He had
No.
the sister, Andy Howe.
And
And remember, she was a tall. Yeah, she was a tall girl, and like half of her head was shaved, and it was blonde hair, and it went this way. Do you remember Gary?
No, I don't. Where did they
Him
live?
and my brother, him and my brother Greg used to always get me and Larry weed all the time. But
Are they
they
older
live-
than us?
yeah, they're older.
Okay, I only knew a few older people, like maybe the Tony, our friend Tony, our other friend Tony.
Oh,
He's a little older than us. What's his last name? Anast.
Tony Anist.
Anist.
Yes, Tony
Oh my
Anist.
gosh! Yes.
Yeah, the last time that I seen him face to face was probably about 3 years ago. I was in Utah visiting my dad, and they have like these concerts downtown now by the museum.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like hire a band and they'll come out and play and all this.
I
right?
saw one
And
of those.
so me and JB Johnson were out there hanging out, and we were watching that band. And I look over, and Tony starts walking directly towards me, and I was all, Hey, dude. It's been like 15 years since I've seen him. You know, I was just like, hey, dude. But,
did you recognize him right away?
Fucking A, I did, dude. I know that guy, man. But, yeah, and we caught up for a little bit. Now he works at Blue Diamond in Price.
Oh yeah, I like that page. I noticed that. I would have not have recognized him because last I saw him, he had a mullet as well, but he had kind of like some not MC Hammer pants, but you know those '80s ones with all the colors. You know, they were like poofy pants. Everybody had them, the rockers.
Yes. I think I still got them in my closet.
You're like, I wore them last week.
I wore them last week. Exactly.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
Some of these horrible fashions are coming back, and it's just terrible.
God, right. But yeah, I'll be in Price soon, so that'll be fun.
Yay!
I gotta hang out for 4 days. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna come through Salt Lake. I'm gonna visit you. So
let me know. Come over here. We will have a beer. We'll grill. We'll do there's Tina. We'll do a podcast here with all of us. Let me admit her. Dude, she found a way in. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome.
Hey, she's connecting.
And it's coming in.
There she is.
Welcome, Tina.
Where have you been, young lady?
I have good news for you besides you chiming in. Well, Shelly will join us next week. But the Renaissance Fair will be dancing in it. So,
okay, yeah, and that's in May.
Oh yeah, that will be. That's in May, 3 weekends of May. But the weekend we will dance is the Fairy Weekend, and that's May 15th and 16th. I don't have a calendar, but it's that weekend. And I don't know how far people come to those Renaissance festivals, but I do know podcasting is beyond Salt Lake City. So if anybody wants to travel through and bring what do you bring? Your tights to a Renaissance festival?
I have no idea.
Oh, neither do we. We're trying to figure that out.
I have a question. Did belly dancers from Turkey and Egypt make it to England in the 13th century?
13th century.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering what belly dancing has to do with a Renaissance festival.
Oh, well, the only thing I know about the traveling of them going up through Europe was through the gypsies, of course.
Okay. Oh, Romas.
But
okay.
When they're talking fairy fantasy, I was looking on their website, actually. I saw a lot of glitter and literally like Dungeons and Dragons, maybe you would think if you looked up fairies in the Dungeons and Dragons monster manual. Like pixies.
Oh, okay. I get you.
And then they have a pirate weekend. So I think we all know what a pirate is, do we?
Yes, the pirate week. Anyway, so how's been your week, Tina?
It's been a busy week.
Has it?
It has, yes.
Everybody's looking for haircuts, right?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get their hair done. So
yes, they do.
Things are opening up now, hey.
Yeah.
Well, now that the mask mandate's been lifted, people want to show their face, so they got to have their hair looking good to their face.
Yeah. That makes sense.
We're still on mask mandate, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's.
Yeah, California.
California.
I always forget. I keep thinking Tony's just right over here.
I'm an hour and a half drive, 14 hours from here to Price. So
yeah. I remember 14 hours was the magic number if we were leaving Salt Lake to get to Berkeley. It was 14 hours. And one of those times we had a kid that wanted to hang out with us really bad. Oh my gosh, my friends were bad. We got him to steal his mom's car. And we packed all these kids in the car to go to Berkeley. Like I laid across 7 people for 8 hours crammed. I mean, we were laying all over each other. There was feet and knees in our cheeks and but when we got there, we ditched him. Because he was like, we didn't want him hanging with us. So somehow he got in trouble. And
how'd you get back?
How did he get back? Or me?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the time I told you that I got busted and stayed in the detention in Oakland, and they sent me back on a Greyhound.
Yeah.
But
It
we were just,
happens.
how would we get back? We'd probably just hitchhike back, or
Right.
however, the kids I hung out with, you know, you kind of just
Right.
got to hang
Man,
out
but
with
those
them.
stretches through Nevada, those are scary roads, man. Nothing out there for miles around. Dude, hitchhiking out there,
Kids
that
are
would
so,
suck.
kids are so, yeah, we're ding dongs. I mean, we had, well, Adisi and I hitchhiked from Price to go to Arizona, and we got a ride with a truck driver out of Wellington. Think of how stupid this is, Tony. We are so dumb. 15 years old. We're going to go to Mesa, Arizona. So instead of taking the Huntington way down south to get to Arizona, we were leaving out of the Wellington, going towards Moab, not even towards. So a truck driver picked us up anyway. And not only that, we packed all these bags like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie or something with 20 bags, and we're going to run away and hitchhike. But yeah, truck driver picked us up, and we had little knives in our shoe.
Really a creepy guy.
Oh my God, we were so scared we wouldn't even talk to him. He didn't look at us, but then he hooked us up with another truck driver in Moab. And oh my gosh, that's a whole other story, but that guy was so scary. I bet you he killed somebody. I bet you he did.
Yeah, I'm getting picked up in Wellington too. That's
but we told him we were going to Arizona, and he knows that's not the way to Arizona, and he still took us.
Dude, did you hear about the police chief from Wellington?
Recently, yeah. What did he do?
Apparently he was sexually harassing some of the employees in City Hall and showing them pictures of his wiener, and
like that. I thought you meant like.
No, and they had a city council meeting the other night, and they booted him off. They said, "You're fired, dude," and they're talking about pressing charges. So,
oh my gosh, I did hear that a little bit on the news. I was like, "Wait, I heard something about Wellington," and so it was. I thought maybe he was telling
all that excitement in Wellington,
right?
Of all places.
You want to know something trippy?
That's probably why he was doing it. He needed some excitement.
My brother-in-law is the chief in Price.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, really? So your sister married a cop?
My brother Jeff.
Oh, it's a female cop.
No, he married my brother Jeff married his wife is brothers with the chief.
Oh, I see.
I guess like my brother-in-law, you know, but
right. So you got to behave when you come to Price, then, you know.
Oh, dude, I do. I got California plates, dude. I know they're waiting for me right after that gas station in Helper when I come out that canyon, dude. I know they see them
dreads 100 miles away.
Exactly.
Flying out the window.
Right. Hopefully it's a cop that I remember from my youth, you know, and just be like, "Hey, man, remember me? I know you do."
Yeah, he's like, "And I remember you. So if you want to be let free, you better
right. But
give me a seed."
So.
Yeah, when they say, "I remember you," it could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Or a bad thing, right. I'm like, "Oh shit! I hope I don't have any outstanding warrants here from 1995," you know. But anyway, we are coming up on almost 18 minutes, guys. So we better take a break because I think we're boring the fuck out of our listeners today. But that's okay. That's okay. We like that. Right. Oh, you're folding laundry?
But when I listen to podcasts, I fold laundry.
Oh, you
sometimes I cry while I do it. Okay.
Guys, stick with
because
us. Because
there's so much laundry.
Yeah.
Is it really that much laundry? Oh my God. Yeah. Dude, sometimes I'll let mine build up too, dude, and I'll look at it, and then me and my wife will sit there and kind of stare at each other and see which one flinches first. You know, okay, who's gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe she'll do it today. By the fourth day, I'm just like, fuck it.
You guys are both just digging in the pile for your stuff.
Exactly.
This is our drawers.
A little. That's seriously how I was. I did not fold clothes. I hated it. I had so much laundry. It was terrible.
Like,
dude, I know my wife,
clean pile.
She was doing my t-shirts the other day. You know, I have a lot of t-shirts, you know, and some of them are hard to find. She's all, "Do you know you have a complete drawer full of nothing but skinny puppy t-shirts that you don't even wear?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, they're mine. I don't want to wear. They're there. I don't find them anymore." But yeah, I have like tons and tons of t-shirts, and I could wear a different t-shirt every day for 2 years probably.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Where in the world
do you keep all of them?
Some of them are in boxes, especially like the ones that I can't, replace anymore, like old concert tees, and that kind of thing.
Or if you wear them so thin, you don't want to ruin them because you're like, "Oh my gosh, it'll disappear on the next wash."
So
But-
today I'm wearing my Black Flag t-shirt.
I was gonna say that looks like Black Flag from here. Oh yeah, classic.
It's an old one, but dude, it's so comfortable. I finally like got it broken in after like 25 years. I'm like, okay, now.
That's how long it'd take. Huh?
Did you know that you can like totally repurpose your old shirts? If you cut the main part of them out, you can make a quilt out of them.
Yeah, I know. My wife tried to show me one of them. That's blasphemous. Oh my God, that's not happening in my t-shirts. That is blasphemy. I have no fucking way, man.
Oh.
No.
I did see someone cut out the pictures and resew them onto another shirt.
I'm thinking about it. It's giving me a fucking panic attack right now, man. No, dude. No.
Okay.
Oh, I better give my pup his meds real quick.
Okay, we're going to take a break anyway. We are going to take a break. So please stick with us, people, and we'll be back and to shoot a little bit more shit. And I don't know, maybe we'll talk about some dancing. Maybe we'll talk about some music. Who knows? But hey, come back. Maybe there could be dirty talk. Who knows? But come back.
Yeah, come
This is
back.
6 Degrees with Tina and Shasha and Tony.
Treasure she loves, others despise. A shooting star shall fall very far. Dim fireflies held in glass jars. April showers brings May flowers. Dazzling dust tossed away the gusts. The trapdoor is open, the window half closed. The tapestry curtain vivaciously glows.
Filmed in dazzling swing-o-vision color, a wild romp of eroticism, hotter than wasabi. Famous Tokyo Temptress stars as herself. In the most appealing and revealing story ever to hit the big screen. Enter an oasis of serenity as Miss Exotic World, Erotica Bamboo, takes you on a tantalizing tour of the world's only camp of its kind, catering to today's top women of burlesque. It's titillating, it's shocking, it's camp. See Camp Burlesque. Enjoy the art of the striptease. Be prepared to be dazzled as these G-string gals bump, grind, shimmy, and shake. See Erotica Bamboo, Kitten Deville, Mimi Lemieux, Jessica Von Fur, Cherry Capri, and 30 of today's top curvaceous campers as they celebrate the human form. Curious? Take a peek inside the private gates of Camp Burlesque. Enjoy the great outdoors. Witness acres of flesh. Take in the top talent of today. The Swami from El Monte, Gorilla X, Count Smokula, and more. Don't miss this year's bra-buster hit motion picture. If there's only one thing you do this summer, see Camp Burlesque and see what you've been missing.
Hello, we're back again with Tina, Shasha, and Tony. 6
Hello.
Degree belly
What
dancer.
up, y'all?
Yeah, we're
What's
back.
happening? What's happening? How was the break? Did you guys have
It
fun?
was good. I
Stimulating.
gave my dog his medicines. So I guess I don't know if you know, but my dog has seizures every 10 to 13 days.
Oh,
And
geez.
that's kind of the risk you take when you get a not a papered dog, because I've only had Dobermans. He's a red Doberman. And when you don't get him papered, that's the risk you take. But he's still a little life that needs to be taken care of.
Oh, definitely.
He's my buddy.
Yeah, he is. I've had somebody, tell me, why do you get a Doberman instead of rescuing a shelter dog out of the shelter, and trying to make me feel bad about it?
Right.
And I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know anybody who would spend the money it is for his meds and have to deal with the seizures. They would put him down in an instant. So he is, in essence, a shelter dog.
Right, and
but we found him
too. These guys, these are our friends, man. These are our family.
Yeah. He is definitely our little family.
We were actually thinking about bringing Sasha with us when we come out to Utah.
Bring her.
Him. He's a boy.
Oh, yeah, him. Russian name.
Yes.
What about the other one?
Sitka, he can be a little much. He gets a little sketchy around other people. So he was a rescue puppy, and the people that had him before were really mean to him, and they beat him up pretty good. So it's taken me and my wife about 1.5 years to finally get him calmed down, but he's still a little sketchy around people that he doesn't know.
Maybe he likes that time to himself for a minute. He gets to be the dog of the house.
Right, but Sasha has taken him under his wing, and they're good friends, and they play every morning.
That is so sweet.
But yeah, Sasha, he's up to about 91 pounds, dude. He's huge.
He's getting big.
Right. Well, no, I don't know if he's eating fine. Like, he's in shape, but he's super tall and he's super big.
He's a big dog.
He's a big, yeah. Well, he's crossed.
Is he the one that you introduced us to?
Yeah,
he's both huskies.
Sasha is, but he's got lab in him, which makes him huge.
Oh.
Yeah, he's when he stands up on me, we're face to face. Sticks his head up. I know. I can hear Sasha and Sitka right at my door out there. I know they do. They hear shit in Russia with them ears, but
they're like, I know there's a dog on the other side of that microphone.
Anyway, I'm just glad it's Friday, man. This is my 12th day in a row at work.
Oh, man.
I was going to ask how work is. You
Oh,
must be
dude.
super busy.
I was on call last weekend, so I had to work 5 days, and then I was there both Saturday and Sunday, and then I had to work all 5 this week. So I'm like, I'm ready for a day. It's been a week. So I guess everyone's just trying to get their surgeries done since everything has started to lift a little better. I mean, you still have to go to the hospital with your mask. You still have to look at this little machine, and it takes your temperature, but we're pumping out cases left and right. So
that's good.
Really?
Yeah, lots of people are having surgery.
As in COVID cases?
No, as in surgical cases.
Oh, okay.
I work for the department that cuts people open. Yeah, lots of blood, lots of bleh.
Yeah. When I was going to school, I took anatomy and physiology because I thought I was going to do radiology, because I said, okay, what can I do that makes a lot of money with the least amount of time? Well, it turns out I didn't like any of that stuff. I mean, hearing it, I get lightheaded and feel like I'm going to pass out with that stuff.
Radiology is actually pretty cool. The only problem is if you're maybe one of the head radiologists at the hospital, dude, you never leave there. You're there all the time.
All that hospital stuff is not even is not my deal. That's why I'm a mechanic, it turns out. I'm like, caring for people.
Right. You get home at 8 at night. You go and you take your shoes off and you get into bed and you start falling asleep to the TV, and then at 1 a.m. the phone rings. And you got to go back to work. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, but you make pretty good money on call, I mean.
I guess if they're gonna wake you up and get you out of your cozy sleep, then you better have an extra dollar on there.
That's rough, though.
And once you go back in, you're at time and a half. You pour yourself a cup of coffee. You go downstairs. You look at the scheduled case, and you go, okay, let's do this. I can hurry up and get the fuck out of here. So. But other than that, it's at least rewarding sometimes. So
that's good.
Not too bad.
Well, I told Tony that I'm going to make an announcement soon that we should see who would come and dance in Moab. At their we can't pay them obviously, but if they would come and dance. You know, it's Moab. There's a whole bunch of playground there to play, and we'll have a fundraiser, and I have a stage, and next morning, you know, we could do a river raft ride. If we get enough dancers dedicated to come down and dance, maybe we'll inspire some of the local community there to start their own belly dance troupe, maybe. Dancing in the desert there is just awesome. Think of that. Those beautiful rocks, dancing in Moab, going hiking. Let's bring belly dance back to Moab. There was a woman there who hosted a belly dance show. Obviously, that's where we met Amy and Shelley. But she passed away. So when she passed away, it all went kind of away. So
Right.
But it'd be a cool place to come down, and I know a lot of dancers who, you know, travel to dance. Hopefully.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. If any dancers are listening to this, contact me and tell me you'll be there to dance.
Moab's nice, man. Give me a good reason to go. I'll be there, dude. That close to Price, dude. And I love Moab, dude. I've had so much fun in Moab.
Tony, I
my
want
God.
you to be there, but it's your picking season for your cannabis.
Oh,
And you know
that's
what?
right.
Because if I'm making a plan for the Goddess Gala, I gotta like be realistic about it. And I'm thinking the fall would be best because
Right.
it's not so hot, and then still you can still take a river trip. Unless you're gonna do your picking in August, I'm thinking maybe the late September, first week of October.
I usually start pulling my first round around the first week of September, and then it hangs for 5 days, and then I have to start trimming.
How
Because if
long
I
does
let it
that
sit,
take?
each
Weeks?
plant takes about 12 to 13 hours.
Wow.
And how many plants do we have?
12. And you do it in and you do it in a succession of 4. So like your first week, you'll cut 4 down, let them hang dry, trim them as quick as you can so you can get the next 4 hung, and then do it one more time.
So you've got it down to a science.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, because my drying room is not that big, so I can't fit 12 plants in there all at once. So I usually get strains that finish at different times. Like I'll get one that's 30 weeks, and then I'll get one that's 20 weeks, and then I'll.
And during trimming out time, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna work for Bud. I'm gonna.
There
do
you
some
go,
trimming.
dude. I'll send you home with a pound of
Well, let's not announce that.
Oh,
I
you're
will
right.
be driving.
You're right. I'm taking the train when I go into it.
I live in New Mexico. No.
Right. Yeah, I don't even have a passport, dude. I'm not even an American citizen. It's fine, dude. the laws don't apply to me.
I'm like, actually, I just bought a house here in California, and I'm not leaving. Like Tony.
Right. Anyway,
Well,
I do miss Utah. God, I miss Utah.
Well, if we can do this, pull us off another gala, let's shoot for the last week of September or the first week of October. So
I actually might be able to swing that. Yeah. My daughter will probably be in Japan at the time, so it'll probably just be me and my
why
wife.
is she going to
What, is she going to
again?
Japan?
She's going to study.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a semester abroad?
Yeah, she does the manga and anime and stuff like that.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Lore episode.
Yeah,
episode.
right. So she wants to go and study in Japan with some of those anime houses and see what she could do.
That is
So.
really cool opportunity.
That's very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's been there before, so it's
That
fine.
you did.
She's got friends there, yeah. So
That
she's
is
got friends
wild.
there. She's heading out, so
That is way cool.
way to go. So anyway, what else is happening in the world of?
Let's
Of
hear about
Utah.
Tina.
Let's hear about Tina.
I never get to hear her finish off her State Street story because I always cut her off. What I wanted to know was, did you ever pick up dudes on the State Street? What did you? You did,
Yes.
Lockin?
We were like State Street rats. Every weekend we were cruising State
I
Street
could see that.
and we'd park on the side of the road and dance.
She's a rocker girl. She is total rocker
I knew
girl.
you looked familiar, man. I knew you looked familiar. I knew you, man. I knew
Right?
you.
See, I was always up at the Hardee's restaurant. Remember that
Hardee's,
that nasty
yes,
ass
Second
Hardee's
South.
that was right there.
Oh man.
Dude,
We-
yeah, I was always parked up there, just kind of sitting around smoking.
We were always at low book sales.
Mexi weed,
But it
drinking my
was
giant
Lubbock's-
bottle of peppermint schnapps. The only thing I had.
Hardee's, and they had little ashtrays in there. I remember.
Right.
And now you'd never find an ashtray there now.
Oh
Right,
my
dude,
gosh,
and
not
you walk into
anywhere.
that place, dude, and
I
there was
haven't
like
even-
dirty napkins all over the floor, and, like French fries. It didn't look like anybody had swept the fucking place in like a year. You're like, oh god.
I remember people saying Hardee's was a little offshoot of the D's restaurant, and they'd be like, "What if D's was called Don's?" Ha ha. 'Cause-
Oh man.
Remember that joke?
Yeah, see, we don't have Hardee's here. We have Carl's Jr.
Oh God, we have that horrible
See,
place
there's
here
not
too.
Hardee's
Do you
here
really?
anymore.
Oh, they're all gone.
No.
They're all gone.
Those have been gone for so like
have Carl's
over
Jr.
decades. Yeah.
wow.
Actually, just saying the word Hardee's was weird. That's how
Well,
long
what?
it's been gone.
You know what I thought was funny is when they opened the Burger King in Price, dude. You would have thought the fucking president was coming to town. They had a parade and everything, dude. The fucking Burger King, and it's one of the
Yeah.
shitty Burger Kings too, in like a gas station.
And then they broke the world record for how many
Right.
people had the eater's remorse after.
right, dude, right. Oh my God, Burger King's coming to Price. Oh my God, the fucking national event, man.
So, Tina, I guess you were one of those chicks that actually had a car and could drive up and down, huh?
Yes.
Lucky.
Had
Who'd you hang
access
out
to a
with?
car anyway. Huh?
Who'd you hang out with? Any of the friends that you know now?
Yeah, my best friend, we're still best friends. She lives in Louisiana though, but her name is also Tina.
Ah,
The two Tinas.
here comes
Yep, the
Tina.
Tina one and Tina
Hey,
too.
you know what? You're gonna have to bring her in on the next podcast, dude. We
Oh,
gotta
can
meet her.
she
You gotta bring her
Zoom?
in. You gotta bring her in.
I
dude.
will
Come on.
check and see if she can
Dude.
Zoom.
That
You
would
gotta
be
bring
so
her in.
fun
Come
to
on,
meet
man.
your best
Let's
friend.
see how many Utah people we can get on this thing, man. And you know
Yeah.
what? Maybe
Or
I'll even,
Louisiana
I'll,
people.
right. I'll even text Larry Gallegos, man. See if he wants to get in on this.
Do yeah. Let's see.
But,
Let's.
I remember I had a car when me and you met. Remember it was that gray Jeep truck. Remember
Yeah,
that
I always
thing?
thought it was black. It was a little.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little pickup truck. What was
Dude,
it? A Toyota?
no, it was a Jeep. It
Oh,
was
a little
Comanche.
Jeep.
Yeah, and dude, the front wheels were bowed out because we jumped it over them damn hills in the back.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
There's
I
the
totally remember
axle, dude.
sloughing in that thing.
Right,
Oh my
dude. And
gosh.
you know what? The funny thing is, dude, when that truck died, we killed it, dude. We really
Oh
killed
my
it, dude. We
gosh.
took it out to the middle of nowhere, dude, and buried it in like fucking 4 feet
No
of mud.
kidding.
Rain, dude. Yeah, we had to come and get it towed out, dude. It was all fucked.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, they opened up the door and water came fucking gushing out, man.
Dude, that is what you do in Price. That sounds
Dude.
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
Oh, he was so mad at me. I killed that thing, dude. I killed it. Yeah, I drove it like I stole that thing. But,
Oh my gosh. What'd you have after that?
I had a Ford Granada, a 1974
Ooh.
Ford Granada.
Okay, that's bringing it down. You're okay. The Granada.
And then
No.
my dad took that away, and then we had little Larry's car that we called the Naranja. Do you remember that thing? It was orange, and like
No.
it didn't even have any door handles. Is what it did is he had two hangers that were wired in there, and you'd have to pull on the hanger to
Oh
open
my
it to
God,
get in.
Larry.
Dude, and it looked like a little orange Yugo. Do you remember them things?
I do.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the
And-
Yugo.
and we called
unfortunately.
it the Naranja, man.
Oh man, I think when he drove, I moved back to Salt Lake because he didn't
Oh.
drive yet.
No, he
No,
didn't drive it.
you were one of the few that drove. There, we only had few friends that drove, and you guys were like gods to us. Seriously, it's like, oh,
We would-
Tony. Oh yeah. Well, we got to get Tony.
We would cruise state in my mom's Cutlass Supreme.
Oh,
Awesome.
badass! Yes,
And it was mint green.
rocker chicks, two rocker chicks,
That's
and
what
a
I'm talking
Cutlass
about.
Supreme. That's
Dude,
badass.
That is badass. 8-track blaring, right?
Serious.
No 8-track
Those
cassette.
No
classic
8-track,
tail
okay.
lights. Wow. No
that's-
8-track.
that's-
And then I drove
You know what's funny? I'm younger. I had an 8-track. Okay.
You had an 8-track?
when I was younger, my stereo in my room had an 8-track.
There you
Oh
go.
my
And then,
God.
well, finally, I got so sick of that stupid 8-track thing, so I bought like one of those tape things, where it was like a little box, and you'd put a tape in it, like a cassette
Oh
tape,
my
and then you
God.
shove the whole thing into the 8-track port, and it,
And
dude,
it
it
was
was so big and clunky
That's
and
some
shit.
high
Yeah,
tech shiz
oh,
there.
dude, it was at the time, man. Let me tell you
Right
what.
when he plugged that in, he saw his future with the microphone there and all of
Right.
his I don't even know what you have all that set up there. That was the beginning of the end.
Right. Oh, dude.
Plugged
Yeah.
it in. Like, I like plugging things in.
Right. Dude, my wife said that she said, this is turning into a whole different monster that you have going on in there. And I said, what are you talking about? It looks fine. She's all, it just better not bleed out, because she thinks it's going to start going out that way. And she's all, no, you got to keep it all contained. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wait, okay, she talk about the smell of the purple light
No,
or the
so here, I'm gonna give you guys, I'm gonna show you what this looks like in here, okay?
Okay,
Are you ready?
Yeah, give us a
we're
round.
ready.
All right.
Oh
see?
yeah. As
It's
soon as one sticker leaves that
everywhere,
room and
right.
it is on the outside of the door,
There-
you're in trouble.
There is stuff everywhere. There is not a spot that is clear in my office.
You
You know
I
what?
think that's more of a man cave.
I'm sending you a send a large sticker and a surprise.
Oh, dude, by all means, send it through. I
Seriously.
will. But yeah, there's just shit everywhere. See?
Yep, I know
Um,
she's by spills out. There's gonna be one
Constant.
sticker that comes out a little bit, and that'll
Yeah,
be the
she
beginning of the
said
end of that.
She says it's fine. It's taking on a life of its own, but it can't bleed out. It all has to stay in there. Cause like, dude, I'd get these really cool pieces. I'm like, babe, I want to hang these in the living room. Oh no, you know where that goes. I'm like, okay,
But it's an
Good.
art.
right.
I
If it has
mean,
anything to do with pop culture, it
it
doesn't
has-
need this room.
and-
So
Like you find where it lands is like it becomes its home. I mean, that's
right.
it was
right.
a perfect place for it.
You get it, man. You get
I
it.
do. Yeah, I'm like I could do it, but actually my house is approximately around 900 square feet. So my office here is actually used to be my son's room, and his room is where my
It's not
closet.
very big.
Yeah, we share a lot.
Mine's not that big either. I think I got like 1,200 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean, it's not too big.
Really? Yeah, it's fairly small. Like, yeah, my office is in my son's room, and my son's room is where my closet is.
And you're in Sandy, right?
Historic Sandy, so it's haunted
Historic
too.
Sandy.
It's 1800.
Ah.
It's from the 1800s rock house.
Oh shit.
I'm sure there's a body buried under here.
Speaking of that kind of situation, so my cousin a couple of years ago got married, and he got married at this house in downtown Sacramento. It was the Dorothy Fuentes house. You know who Dorothy Fuente was?
Was
So
she a widower?
Well, she was an old lady back in the late 70s, early 80s, and she took all these pensioners, all these old people to take care of in her house, and she started killing them off and burying them in the yard.
I saw this on
And-
ID Network.
Yeah, she started killing them and burying them in the yard. Well, the guy that my cousin was married, his aunt or uncle bought that house
Years.
and then
Oh, no
refurbished
way.
it. Yeah, dude, and refurbished it, and it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I bet.
She'd take him and have them work, and when they'd go to get paid, right?
Right,
And she would be like, well, instead of paying them, I'll just do them off.
Right. Well, and then she'd take their pension checks and cash their checks, and you can still go to the Zebra
pension.
Club in Sacramento and sit at her chair, like where she would sit and drink alcohol at the Zebra.
I
But
bet
it was-
walking into that house is creepy.
It is. When I walked in there and I'm looking around, I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be in there. But their party gifts were actually pretty funny. Check these out. Yeah. So is what they did is they passed these out, and they were filled with like little mints. But you see what it says? Fuentes Pharmacy.
Fuentes Pharmacy.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
they
yeah.
filled these bottles up with mints, and they were like, okay, thanks for coming. It's just like, weird, dude. But yeah, because
That's
she'd
funny.
she'd take all that medicine, and grind it up and put it in their food, and when they'd croak over, she'd just put them in the yard.
Parting
There you
gift
go.
in the pill bottle.
Yeah, right.
These were
There you
left
go.
over from her drawer.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. How do people even think of doing something like that?
Dude,
I
well,
have no clue.
Right. I watched the Mormon Murders the other day. Did you guys watch that shit on Netflix?
Yeah, you were
The
telling
Mormon
us
Murders?
about that.
So yeah, like I work with this doctor at the hospital, Dr. Jones, and he was next door neighbors with the Sheets, and he was best friend with their son.
Oh, really?
And they were at school together when that lady got blowed up, man, by Mark Hoffman.
Jeez, that is some nuts stuff. The things people do, and they have no conscience. What kind of mess they're creating?
Is what I thought was funny though. Is like Mark Harmon, he gets put in prison, and then he permanently destroys his hands so he can no longer fake items.
Forge things.
He's not. That's not going to get him out of jail. He's there until he dies, whether he likes it or not. But I think he was under the impression if he just disfigures himself, that maybe he'll gain some mercy and be able to be let out one day. Yeah, his writer's left hand is permanently disfigured, and he did it himself his first year in prison.
Weird.
Yeah, right. Fucking weirdos, man. But
I wonder if he was wondering if the other prisoners were going to get him to try and do stuff for them.
Right. I don't know. You guys live like 5 miles away from him. Why don't you ask him?
Well, Tina's like, actually, I've been watching that. What do you watch? The Life After Parole?
Life After Parole. Oh.
She's like, actually, I'm going to write him a letter right now.
Love After Lockup, man.
Yeah,
Love
that's what
After
it is.
Lockup.
Yep,
dude. Oh my God. Me
is.
and my wife watched that show, and that show is just fucking crazy. Oh my God.
Tina's guilty pleasures
didn't
too.
you love it when she jumped up on top of that fucking tow truck? She's like, "You're not taking my car," dude. That was fucking hilarious. And that dude, man, he's such a doof.
I watch this.
Dude, she beats the hell out of him, dude. She starts punching him in the mouth and shit like that. And he's like, I still love you. I'm going to give you a bunch of money, even though I'm going to get dead. I love you. And then he's like trying to repossess the car. And like she jumped up on top of the tow truck. You're not taking my car. He said, this is my fucking car. Exploded like right on the way home. Like after they go to the fucking house that they're staying at, they explode on the fucking middle of the road and it's over.
Oh, yeah.
I think they lasted 2 episodes.
Wasn't that the one that her family really liked the guy and he was trying to do everything right and she got jealous.
She got jealous because he was talking to her family more instead of her, and she fucking exploded, man. And I don't know if they make it dramatic on purpose or if that's really how they are, man. But fuck, I would hate my life.
sure they make it a little more dramatic.
I actually watched. Me and Candy watched this movie the other day called Willie's Wonderland. Okay, and it's the new Nicolas Cage movie. Okay, and through the entire movie, he doesn't say one word, but he kills like all these like Chuck E. Cheese animatronic killer robots thing, and this like it looks like a Chuck E. Cheese, but it's called Willie's Wonderland.
Oh my god!
And he got hired to like clean the place up, man, and like the robots come to life, dude, and he'll go and he'll tear him to shit or whatever, and then he just goes back like nothing happened. It's the weirdest fucking mood.
I wonder if they planned it that way so they didn't have to pay him as much.
Time.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me and Shasha and Tina today.
Good night.
And please remember that the music is brought to you in part by the Switchblade Symphony this week, so please enjoy their music and get out there and buy more.